Good morning, Year 5, and welcome to our very first SPAG lesson of the week. Just same routine as always, please open up your exercise book, SPAG at the top of your page, today's LO below it, which is to recognise parenthesis, as well as today's date, Monday the 18th of January. Now, just before we begin, I would just like to remind you that you can rewind the video, replay the video, as much as you like. That's absolutely fine. And whenever you see as well this little image in the bottom corner, that is when I would like you to do some writing. Now, just noticing from some of the work that I marked last week, a lot of you were writing notes on every slide, which is absolutely fine. But make sure you're not overworking yourselves and you're just focusing on when you see this image is when I'd like you to do some writing. Now, just before we begin again, so last week were consolidating all our information on what we learned before Christmas in the autumn term. So for example, things like your relative clauses and your adverbs, etc. But this week we're going to be starting our spring topic in SPAG, which is focusing on parenthesis. Okay, so we touched a little bit on parenthesis with myself just before your Christmas holidays. Okay, so you should have a little understanding of what parenthesis is. Don't worry if not, if you've completely forgotten it all, that's absolutely fine. We're going to run through it this week and for the next couple of weeks. So hopefully you should be absolute experts at it by the end. So just a reminder, parenthesis is when a word or phrase is inserted into a sentence to add extra information, to add extra detail, to provide explanation, that kind of thing. Okay, using often different pieces of punctuation marks, which we're going to look at today. Okay, so hopefully that's a good little reminder for you, and we'll move on to our slideshow. So have a little go at this form. We've got a little icon in the bottom right corner. Which sentence below has used parenthesis correctly? So the first one says, my granddad, who is 84 years old, enjoys playing chess with his friends each Wednesday and likes to play golf at the weekend. Sentence below, exactly the same. My granddad, who is 84 years old, enjoys playing chess with his friends each Wednesday and likes to play golf at the weekend. So which sentence out of the two below has used parenthesis correctly? If you could rewrite the correct sentence for me in your books. Okay, let's have a look at our answer. Okay, of course, it's the bottom one. Okay, so it's used what punctuation? Brackets. Well done. You should have got that one. So my granddad, who is 84 years old, who is 84 years old, is in brackets there. It's extra information, extra little bit of detail that's added to the sentence. If this part of the sentence wasn't here, it would still make perfect sense on its own. So my granddad enjoys playing chess with his friends every Wednesday and likes to play golf at the weekend. It would make perfect sense on its own. This sentence at the top here, however, doesn't use parentheses correctly, and that's because it's only used as one piece of punctuation. It's only used a comma the once. Okay, so my granddad, who is 84 years old, enjoys playing chess with his friends each Wednesday and likes to play golf at the weekend. There needs to be another piece of punctuation mark, just like there's two brackets on this one. There needs to be two commas. Okay, so if we have a look here, if we add the comma onto this bit, just where we've seen where the brackets go, this would now work perfectly fine. It doesn't matter if you use brackets or if you use commas, or as another example, if you use dashes, it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as you've got a pair of these punctuation marks and they're surrounding this relative clause, the bit that doesn't make sense on its own. Okay, it adds extra information into your sentence. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. You should be fine at this one. So name the punctuation used for parentheses in the following sentences. Remember, we've got this little icon down here, so I'd like you to do some writing. So just if you could write what punctuation is used in this first sentence and what punctuation is used in the second sentence to create parenthesis. Okay, let's have a look at the answers. Nice and easy. So the first one clearly uses a pair of commas. So my brother, who is older than me, that's your relative clause. That's your extra bit of information that's been added using the parenthesis. Your two pieces, your two commas there, a pair of commas. Will be 11 tomorrow and it's having a bowling party. Your second one, exactly the same. My best friend, who I met at primary school. There's your relative clause, your extra bit of information, which has been added in using a pair of dashes. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you're struggling, please feel free to ask any questions on the open Google Meet link, please. Now what I would like you to do is there should be a worksheet attached as well to the web page. If you could complete that for me and enjoy the rest of your day, Year 5. Thank you very much.